On one side, you have Gavin Newsome, a man who has actually run things. Real things. Messy things. Fires, floods, droughts, pandemics, supply chains, budgets bigger than most countries, GDPs. A man who has had to wake up every morning, knowing that one wrong call could leave millions without power, water, housing, or healthcare. On the other side, you have J.D. Vance, a man whose primary executive experience is auditioning for the loudest microphone, in the room while cosplaying as a working-class prophet funded by billionaires, who wouldn't last 5 minutes in the towns they claim to romanticize. This is not governor versus senator. This is pilot versus podcaster. The presidency is not a group chat. It is not a vibes-based grievance forum. It is not, I read a book once and now I understand America. Running the United States is like flying a burning plane while fixing the engine, mid-air and negotiating with 6 other pilots, who all want the controls. Newsome has flown that plane. Vance is still tweeting about how the cockpit feels elitist. Newsome governs reality. Vance performs resentment. One understands systems, how they break, how they strain, how they collapse if you lie to them. The other understands outrage cycles, donor whispers, and how to turn complex failures into cultural rage bait for people who are already exhausted and scared. And let's be brutally honest. You do not fix a collapsing empire with vibes, nostalgia, and podcast philosophy. You fix it with competence, institutional memory, and the unglamorous ability to make boring decisions correctly, over and over, while everyone is screaming at you. Newsome has had to govern diversity, not just talk about it. Millions of languages, millions of cultures, millions of conflicting needs, all real, all loud, all human. That's America, not a monologue about real Americans, not a fantasy of moral purity, reality. Vance sells simplicity because he's never had to carry complexity. And here's the part people don't want to say out loud. In moments like this, when democracy is fragile, institutions are bleeding, and the world is watching for weakness, the country does not need a grievance interpreter. It needs an adult. Not a culture warrior, not a professional victim, not a man auditioning for approval from power while pretending to fight it. An adult who knows how to govern when everything is on fire and doesn't confuse anger with leadership. That's the difference. That's why this isn't close. And that's why pretending otherwise is how countries sleepwalk into disaster.